Hello, good morning. This is Lady Rick Roby coming to you, right? I am the hated but yet most duplicated person on social media, and I might be a celebrity for real. So excuse me, I may be a little dry here on my face because I literally just got out of the shower, right? But I want to apply some things and talk about some things, right? So I'm going to go ahead and block out any evil eye word, cursing, or anything negative that may be projected onto myself while I'm on this video with you, right? But I wanted to just give us a blanket bit of information, something that I've noticed to be true, right? So I believe now that I'm a little bit more seen, known, or whatever the case may be for various reasons, I think that I get attacked a little bit more now, right? And that's okay, right? So, but what I'm going to actually do now is talk about some products that I actually like from various places, right? So let me start with this because I feel like I'm actually a little bit dehydrated. I went to bed very early. I was tired, right? And so I know I need to drink something, but I am a little bit dehydrated. So I feel like I need to apply something to me, right? So I actually like this product here. Lano lips. Where did I get this from? I don't know if I got this from Ulta or Target or Sephora. I don't know, but I think they may all carry it. So the reason I get this one in particular, so it is a ointment. It's called Multi Balm Minty. Then they have different ones, and I think they actually have ones that actually have a color tint to them to like give you like a like a color if you don't want to bare lips, you want just a little tint. But I actually like this one in particular because it's a multi-balm, right? So let's say you have some type of skin irritation, a little dry patch like an eczema patch, or you peel, like you get a sunburn and you peel, because when I get sunburn I actually peel like around my nose right here especially. I think that's the first place. I think it's peeling now, right? See, I get sunburn right here. That's why I always try to do the sunblock, right? But when you have this ointment, see, it has like a bigger spout, right? And so when you have a bigger spout like this, I typically, for sanitation reasons, I would just put it on my finger or the back of my hand, so that because when you apply something like this that has a tip on it, for example, eye drops, you're not supposed to put the eye drop tip directly on your eyelid or your eyeball, right? But especially if you have some type of infection in your eye, because see, that will reinfect your eye if you use those eye drops again, right? So when you're applying an eye drop, for example, you are to pull the eyelid out, tilt your head back, and apply the eye drop in the duct of the eye, but you don't put the tip of it in the eye, right? Because see, the tip of the eye drop is exposed to the air anyway, right? So whatever is in the air, or if it touches something, or there's something in the environment, right, you don't want to get that on there and get it in your eye, right? So that is the way you apply eye drops, right? But anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent again because I do that sometimes. But with this multi balm, you see, I just applied it to my lips, and since I'm a little bit sunburnt here, I can do it around here as well, right? And so that gives me a little bit of protection here, and it helps protect and heal the skin that is actually peeling, because we know I am in a hot state, right? And so I have a sunburn, right? Because I have peely skin, because I peel here when I get a little extra sun on me, okay? But anyway, now let's move on to another product that I actually really like too. So I'm actually not new to this product at all. So this is called Smile Direct. So if you didn't know, I actually had Invisalign way back when, right? My late husband actually fixed my teeth for me. I was not happy with my teeth for a long time, and so I was gonna get traditional braces, right? But I was told that I would have to have some teeth removed, and I didn't want to have teeth removed, like back teeth. I didn't want to have those teeth removed. So I did several consults with several orthodontists, right? And so when I had a consult with someone for Invisalign, that was best for me, and so that's what I did. I did Invisalign. But see, what you may not know, because I didn't know, anytime you have braces, whether it be traditional braces or Invisalign style braces, because they're different brands, right? You have to continue to wear a retainer, whether that be a permanent retainer or a physical retainer that you put in and out, right? So permanent retainers are wires that are behind your teeth, right? They typically put them behind the 4 bottom teeth and the 4 top teeth, so that all your teeth stay in alignment after you wear your braces, so they do not shift to the position they were in, right? So if you do not have a permanent retainer or a retainer that you can move in and out, your teeth are going to go back to the way they were, right? So that is actually, I think, kind of some of the things that happened to me, because I had a retainer, but food kept getting stuck in the retainer, like apples, for example, right? And so or it would get loose or something or whatever. So eventually I removed the retainer, and I still had some spacing up here. It's not there anymore, but I still had some spacing that the Invisaligns did not quite get yet, right? So I ended up doing Smile Direct. So Smile Direct actually has a Invisalign line, if you will. It's not Invisalign, right? It's their own brand, but it's kind of the same concept. It's the clear retainers that are used instead of traditional braces to straighten your teeth. So I did maybe 3 or 4 month worth of Smile Direct, and my teeth are what I want. I'm not gonna say perfect, but I'm gonna say they are what I want, right? So I used Smile Direct many years ago. I actually did a consult. I think I was in DC when I went to do that consult. It's been a long time ago, right? I don't really remember what year it was. But they also have, as you can see, they have teeth whitening kits, right? And I really enjoy these too. I have these at my home, and I actually just picked these up. I think I picked this up while I was here. I don't think I brought this with me. I think I picked this up while I was here. But I really like this. So what it comes with, it's like a LED tray. And you use an adapter. You can put it in your phone, right? Or sometimes, I'll tell you what I do too. I do a, you know how you have a portable battery pack that you get for your phone? You can also utilize that too if you don't want to use your phone. So it just plugs in, it lights up. This one in particular does not have a timer on it, because I just used it for the first time a few minutes ago. I think I have one at home that actually has a timer on it, like it'll just turn off. But this one, I don't think it did. I had to, I just set a timer on my phone, and then I just unplugged it. But it comes with it comes with 4 pins. Let me turn it around. This comes with 4 pins. They're whitening pins, right? So I actually do this to whiten my teeth. Now, let me tell you what I used to do. I actually used to use whiteners from the actual dentist. So those are like really high grade whitening tubes. I used to get those from my dentist. And also when I was in Augusta, Georgia on my first travel assignment, I actually bought some bleaching tubes from a dentist there as well, right? So that's how I initially used to bleach my teeth. But again, those are very high grade. You don't need to use that every day. Once you achieve what you want, then you kind of just lay off of it, right? And so even though my teeth aren't what do I say? I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say this. You know, when you look at something on yourself, it looks different than when other people look at it, right? So you can kind of notice your flaws and things maybe more, or if you have a subconscious about anything, right, then you may notice things more about yourself before anyone ever would. So sometimes that happens with us, right? It doesn't matter if we're men, women, kids, or whatever. Like, if there's something that we know that we don't like about ourselves, that might be something that's subconscious, and then whatever, right? So that is why I saw a little tinge, because I don't drink coffee or anything, but I do drink tea. But I don't think I drink enough tea to cause any like huge things. But I did start to see some like fading of the color of my teeth, right? So that's why I actually did this today. So you actually do this twice a day for 5 minutes. Okay. Again, this is Smile Direct, and I actually think I actually got this in like Marshalls or TJMaxx. I get a lot of my my dental things out of there. Like, I've gotten a lot of flossers, like electric water pick flossers out of there. They have different things, you know, different electric toothbrushes, with charcoal paste, you know, tongue scrapers, different mouthwashes and things like that that you may not find in your typical drugstore or pharmacy related store, which is why I like to go in some of those stores sometimes to see what's on the market, just to see what's new and different. Okay, now next I actually want to talk about this Cascade soap here, Peppermint all purpose. So I actually got this from one of my favorite stores, right? Trader Joe's. And I'm gonna tell you why I actually like this, because see, I ran out of laundry detergent when I was in my last apartment. And so, not laundry detergent, dish detergent. I apologize, right? But see, this is multifaceted, right? So let me tell you what you can actually use this for. So you can actually wash your hands, your hair. You can wash your body with it. It's a household cleaner and a laundry cleaner, right? So if ever you are traveling and you run out of something, or you maybe, let's say your funds are tight or something or whatever, and you can't buy laundry detergent, body wash, and hair shampoo, right? As long as you don't have an allergic reaction to anything in this particular Cascade soap, you could use this for everything, right? You can clean, you can mop your floors with this. You can wash your dishes and your countertops. You can do clothes with it. You can wash your body and your hair. So, I mean, that's awesome. And see, this is 16 ounces. And unfortunately, I really don't remember how much I paid for this. But if I had to guess, I know I didn't pay any more than probably $10 for it, right? And if, I mean, think about that. You can't get a laundry detergent, a household cleaner, a body wash, or this is bubble bath too. See, a bubble bath and a hair shampoo for less than $10. If you were to buy all of those, there's no way, right? You probably would pay probably close to $50 or more for all of those things that I just mentioned. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, you know, that's awesome, right? Because I can do everything with this, right? So I really, really enjoyed this product. And also too, as we know, I like Dr. Bonner's. Dr. Bonner's has a product too, right? That's like this. They have Cascade soaps, right? And you can use their brand as well to do all the things that I just said. And I also utilize that. And also, I think I just bought something yesterday, Honest. So I think they actually have a Cascade line too, to where you can use their products for all the things I just mentioned, right? So those are things that you can utilize maybe when money is a little bit tight, or even if you're traveling, even, right? You want to cut down on the amount of containers or space you're utilizing in your suitcase or something, and you can just use something like this and store it in a smaller container, and you can have it for multi uses, right? So I want to talk about that. And also, so I want to talk about this real quick too, and I'm actually going to hop off here. So this is called Mad Hippie. And so this is a vitamin C toning mist. So I actually got this from Whole Foods. Okay. So, excuse me. So I'm just going to read what it says really quick. It says tone, protect, and nourish with this antioxidant, rich, hydrating shield, perfect for your face, neck, chest, and arms. So I'm actually going to go ahead and spray it, because typically this is what I do. When I'm in different climates or something, I notice skin changes or differences, right? So anyway, after the shower, you know, your skin, your pores are open because of the steam, right? So typically that is when you should apply things to your face, right? I actually have a facial steamer at home that I utilize. I have travel ones, but I didn't want to bring that with me. I wasn't expecting to be here this long anyway. But, you know, I steam my face at home. I apply stuff to my face, like hydration products, because when your pores are open and you put those oils in there, it gets deep into your skin. So anyway, I'm going to spray that for us, okay? And I actually just purchased the new makeup fan, right? I think I got this from, Marshall's. I think I got it from Marshall's. and it is USB-C. You can just plug it in, does not require batteries. So typically this is what I do too in between makeup applications. I will fan my face for even dry application of something, especially after a setting spray, right? Like a primer, and then I would fan, and then makeup, and then a setting spray, or like my spray that I use for my setting, and it has the sunscreen in it as well, right? I'm not gonna give a brand because we already know what I use anyway. So I would do this fan here just to set the makeup with it. Okay, so I just wanted to show us that, and see, it has lots of see, it's really nice, right? It has like 4 different settings, right? So I really like this fan a lot, especially because of the fact that it's USB-C. And I mean, that's great. We can charge it and go, right? It's perfect. I like that. So I'm just going to give us a quick overview and talk about some things really quick. So we have discussed today Lano lips, the multi-balm, right? And I said you can use it for, like, if you have some type of skin irritation. Let me just read it too, because I actually didn't. It says a little tube of magic hydrates dry lips, skin patches, cuticles, elbows, and more, right? So you can use it for everything. This is a multi-use ointment. Okay, and like I said, I do my lips, and when I get a little sunburn around my lips, when I get sunburn and start peeling around my nose right here, I apply it as well, right? And also we talked about the Smile Direct Club. I talked about their braces. I'm not going to use Invisalign because that is a trade name, right? But they have a brace line called Smile Direct. I have actually utilized both. I have utilized Invisalign, and I also did Smile Direct as well. I've done both, right? But this is a whitening kit that I purchased. Sometimes I do these. Typically, I do the actual tubes that I typically get from my dentist. I really like my dentist. Let me shout out my dentist, actually, Bloom Dentistry. In Brambleton. I really like my dentist. Really good dentist that I really like. And also, I did talk about Cascade soap here that I got from Trader Joe's, and how it actually has multi-uses, right? Great for travel, and use for everything. Like, you want to clean something up, you want to wash something out in the sink, maybe some laundry, maybe some undergarments or something like that, or you want to wash out your cup or something like that, or you want to wash your hair or something. You can use this for everything, right? And then I also talked about Mad Hippie. This is vitamin C toning mist, and I just purchased this in Whole Foods like a week ago or so, and you just saw me spray it. And then I talked about my little fan here, my USB fan that I just purchased from Marshall's, and I use this when I'm applying my makeup, like in between applications of like primer, makeup, and then setting spray, right? So I don't think I have anything. Oh, I do have something else. Actually, I want to talk about it too. So hold on one second. So, like, I really love this this mousse, right? Oh, and speaking of mousse, I did just purchase my Giovanni mousse. Remember I said when I got some money I was gonna get some more, and I did get that mousse for real, because I really like that mousse. Maybe I'll review that mousse next time, because I'm actually gonna put this in my hair, but I really want you to see it. Okay, so this is cheap Roka. I've had this brand before, but this one is very hydrating, right? Like, I noticed the difference between this one and the other mousse. And let me just tell you what it says. It says moisture-rich gel to foam styler that delivers lasting definition, flexible hold, and a smooth, touchable finish with no flakes. Chief Roka deeply conditions and hydrates curls while creating hold, leaving hair with a brilliant shine, enhancing texture, and a soft, defined look. Okay, so let me show you this because it's amazing. So I did just wash my hair. That's why I have this on my head. So this is a shower towel. I don't even know where I got this one from. Um, I have no idea. Actually, you know what? From the Target, because it says up and up. That's where I got it from. So this is my water bottle. Okay, so this is my pattern water bottle. So let me, and I actually just washed my hair. I didn't use this. I used Honest, because Honest has it's like a body wash and a shampoo. And I just used that one. I think it was, might have been lavender. I don't really know. But I don't have anything on my hair right now, right, at all, right? So this is water. Okay, I just want you to see the definition from this mousse because I really like it and I was impressed, right? So let me just let you see it really quick. Okay, so this is a longer video. But anyway, so I actually always keep these. You may throw them away, but see, when I travel a lot, right? So I actually keep this because see, this prevents the foam from coming out. So I actually never throw these away when I have a bottle that comes like this, unless it has a lock. But typically I still keep it because sometimes when you're traveling, you put this in a bag, it can move around and unlock and you'll have a mess in your bag. But I typically keep this to keep my mousse or my products, right? But anyway, just another tidbit. But I just want to show you this mousse. Okay, so look, let's check it out. I like this a lot. Let me just do this first and then I'll come to the front with it. So it's it smells really, really good. And sometimes when you do mousses, depending on the ingredients of the mousse, because sometimes mousses may have like some alcohol in them or whatever. As we know, alcohol is drying. It dries out things, right? So, but this particular mousse does not do that. It is very hydrating. Like after I do it, like after it actually dries, like it looks or it feels like I just put some type of oil or something in my hair. Because it's that hydrating, right? I really, really like this one a lot. And I think, I know I actually got this out of I got it out of CVS, right? And I know, I already told y'all CVS had gave your girl some problems, but I had to go in there to get something. And this, I saw this in there and I said, you know what? Let me get it, right? So I had to do what I had to do, right? So anyway, we are going to, I want to stay here long enough so that it'll dry a little bit so you can see. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer here in a moment, right? But I just want you to see the moisture, right, that this mousse actually leaves in my hair because it is amazing. And I really, really like this, this product here. Like I was impressed. Like when I first used it, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Because I could tell a difference because of what it says. Because it says moisture. What does it say? It says extreme moisture mousse, right? So I could really definitely tell the difference, right, between this and some other mousses that I have used in the past. Okay, so all right, so let's see here. Let me get a little bit closer here. Okay, so let's get close and see. You know what? Let me see if I can just dry a little bit. I might have to take a photo and come back, but I just really want you to see the hydration of it. This might take too long on here. And if it does, then I'll just take a picture and come back. I think this is gonna take too long. I'm not gonna sit on here while you guys and make y'all watch me dry my hair, but the moisture from this is ridiculous. I mean, you can actually already see it anyway, if I'm being honest. Let me just get a little bit closer, right? So you can see, and then this is how it's gonna look once it dries. Once this mousse actually dries, what you see is what it's actually gonna look like. The actual moisture of the hair, that's really what it's gonna look like for real. So what I'm gonna do is maybe take a photo, right, and then come back. But I'm just gonna sit here and actually do my makeup right now, right, because I'm actually sitting in a vanity and I'm going to do my makeup right now and get dressed for the day. But I just wanted to update us on some products because I actually haven't done this because, you know, I'm still in my grief process and it's still getting interrupted. And so I haven't really been feeling up to doing this, but I know it's just a deterrent from me to do it, right? Because I think that this is a part of my grieving process anyway, what I'm doing right now. And I think that anything that I try to do to get through that process has been tried to been interrupted or make me frustrated, right? And so I am trying to get through that process still, and this is another way of doing it because, see, I'm not actively working now, and my job was a part of my grief process, believe it or not. And so since I am not actively working now, this is how I work for real, right? For free, right? So this keeps getting interrupted, right? So I am hopeful to be able to leave where I am very soon and handle some things because, see, I can't close this book until I read all the pages in it, right? And I'm trying to read the pages and turn the pages, but see, somebody keep putting a bookmark on this particular page and they don't want me to turn the page and the end. You see what I'm saying? So I am trying to read the pages, but somebody keep putting a bookmark in on a particular page. And so therefore I am fighting with the bookmark, right? So as I fight with the bookmark, this is what the bookmark is doing. So as the bookmark fights me as I try to turn the page, this is how I'm going to fight the bookmark, right? So if any of my prior videos have upset anyone, I'm not really going to apologize for it because, see, I have been trying to grieve my spouse for 6 years. I had to leave my house to grieve my spouse and I still can't do it, right? So, and in that process, I have been harassed. I have been embarrassed. I have been tried to be put behind somebody's bars, but they can't do it. So as a result of that, some of my videos may be out of my typical character, right? But see, I had to do that to show you the severity of what could happen when you do not allow somebody to properly grieve, right? And also when you mistreat people and when you intentionally try to break them in every way, whether it be financial, whether it be spiritual, religious, relationship, personality, or their stability, right? Because see, all of those things have been tried to be attacked. Like, I have a brand new home and every appliance in it went out in the first 3 to 5 months, right? There's something wrong with that, right? There's something wrong with me having condensation, leakages in my ceiling in a brand new home. There's something wrong with that, right? There's something wrong with me needing to buy portable AC units in a brand new house that has AC. There's something wrong with that, right? There's something wrong with me being widowed at 35 with no children, right? See, there's something wrong with all of those things, right? And so there's also something wrong when people think that you have not already achieved something and they try to take something away that they didn't think you had already achieved. You see, there's something wrong with all of that stuff, right? There's something wrong with you having all your executive functioning and people trying to make you look like you don't know your head from a hole in the wall, right? See, there's something wrong with all of those things. You see what I'm saying? And you see how I have to change how I speak sometimes so certain people can understand what I'm saying. So that is why I want to apologize, but not apologize for maybe some of the prior videos where I may have said things that I don't typically say. But see, I had to say things that way so that you could understand the severity of the situation, right? I am still a professional. I am still a healthcare provider. I'm just actively not working. I'm not concerned about anybody trying to ruin my reputation or anything because I work for myself anyway, right? So I am very competent in what I do, right? And so with that being said, there's really nothing no one can do or say that is going to hinder me from doing anything that I need to do or want to do, because I do what I do for a living because I was called to do it. So if those curse words bother you that I said in another video, then that's not my problem, that's your problem, right? Because see, when you maybe act outside of something that someone thinks, they think that they can take something from you. But see, when you are efficient and effective at what you do, and you know that you did what you did for a reason, and you didn't hurt nobody, and you didn't touch nobody, and you didn't wish nothing on nobody, you just told them what was going to happen as a result if they continued to do what they were trying to do, then there is nothing that no one can do for real, right? So again, I want to apologize, but not really apologize for a prior video that I may have used language that I don't even use for real, right? But my whole purpose of this video today was to show you the products and to show you that I'm still gonna turn this page that somebody tried to put a bookmark in and close this book and open up another one. Because see, the journals that was taken, I don't even need them journals no more for real. So whoever took them, you can write in them whatever you want to write in them, because what you write and what's gonna happen ain't gonna be the same for real. Because see, people try to write your story for you or tell your story before you can tell or write your own, and all they really doing is cursing their hands and cursing their thought process and cursing their life for messing with your life for real. So I just wanted to say that out loud, and I did not cuss today because I'm not really supposed to curse anyway, but I had to curse in the other video for a reason. So if I offended you, if you are of a particular religion or culture or background and I offended you, I apologize, but I don't really apologize because I actually had to do that for a reason, right? So I hope that this has not been offensive today, because all I really came here to do was talk about the products, but I also wanted to address other things, because people think that they can take things from you when they make you act out, because I have had to act out in every single situation that I have been in while I have been here in California, because I think someone wants to try to ruin who I am as a person, and they can't. And that's why they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying. But see, all they really have done is brought more attention to something that needs to be brought attention to. And so they have not done anything but help your girl for real. So as I finish this video, as you can see, that mousse has kind of dried now, and you can see the moisture that's left, right? But I wanted to just break all that down for you, right? I am not depressed or anxious or missing any type of sleep, and people try to speak against that sometimes when they know that you are healing or you are healed or you in a process of it. They try to take you back to somewhere you've already been, right? And so I'm good. My teammates are good as well. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to go ahead and put that out in the atmosphere for everybody to know. All right. Now, I have done my due diligence today with the product review. I will come back when I have something else to say, and I hope that this has been informative. Please check out the products that I've mentioned today. I actually like these products, and I hope that you all have an awesome day. Be blessed.